Welcome everyone to the Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're jumping right into something that, well, seems pretty simple on the surface,
Mm-hmm.
but it's actually surprisingly complex. And honestly, it can be a bit nerve-wracking if you mess it up.
Oh, definitely.
We're talking about the hidden rules, the subtle art of cheek kissing around the world.
A classic travel potential pitfall.
Exactly. And we've got a fantastic source to guide us today. It's a really practical personal travel blog post. It's called Cheek Kisses Around the World by Roberta Hill over on Wanderlust Over 70.
A great find. She really gets into the nitty-gritty.
She does.
Yeah.
So our mission here is simple. Help you move past those, awkward forehead bumps
Been there.
and get towards confident, culturally savvy interactions.
Mm-hmm.
Roberta even admits she still gets it wrong sometimes.
And I think that's such a relatable starting point, isn't it?
Yeah.
Her saying that even living in a French culture, she still fumbles it sometimes, especially being left-handed and, automatically going for the right cheek first.
Right, when often you should start left.
Exactly. It just shows how deep these habits run. These aren't just rules you memorize. They reveal fundamental things about culture. Formality, informality, how close people get, personal space.
Mm-hmm.
It really tells you this isn't just about learning a fact. It's more like reprogramming a social instinct.
Okay, let's dive into that. So Roberta sets herself up as an Anglo living in a French culture. That's her frame.
Right, which gives her a specific perspective.
And she says she's still pretty uncomfortable kissing strangers on the cheek. Like she's not just going to kiss someone she just met.
Understandable, coming from an Anglo background.
But she will give 2 kisses to a Quebecois person when saying goodbye, if it's been informal.
Ah, so context matters.
Always. And she makes this interesting observation, too, that Anglos generally, well, they don't kiss or even hug that much, though she does add that Gen Z seems way more comfortable with hugging, regardless of gender.
That's an interesting generational shift she's noticed.
Yeah. And she's careful to use the terms Anglos and Quebecois specifically.
Mm-hmm. Highlighting those cultural distinctions even within North America.
So what does this tell us right off the bat?
Well, her own experience just nails how ingrained cultural norms are versus learned behavior. It's not just knowing a rule, it's feeling it.
Totally.
And for you, the visitor, her experience makes a crucial point super clear. If you're ever unsure, just shake hands.
The universal backup plan.
Pretty much. It's just safer. Oh, and a really important side note here, especially for women travelers.
Yes.
In some cultures, men and women just do not touch in public.
Yes.
At all, not even a handshake. So awareness is key.
Right. Good point. Okay, so let's get into the core question. Who kisses whom?
The million-dollar question.
Because this is where, as Roberta shows, you really need those cultural clues to avoid, the dreaded forehead bump.
Or the awkward lean-in that goes nowhere.
Exactly. What's the biggest hurdle here for travelers, based on what Roberta covers?
I think it's just the sheer variability. It changes so much from place to place.
Yeah.
What's totally normal in, say, Italy might be really out of place just across the border. Roberta's breakdown shows these aren't random rules. They really reflect how a society thinks about boundaries, connection, even social hierarchy.
That makes sense. Let's break it down by region then, starting with Latin Europe.
Okay.
So France, Spain, Italy, Portugal. Roberta says cheek kisses are super common there between opposite genders and among women.
Right. That's pretty standard.
But men kissing men,
Yeah.
it's a bit more nuanced.
Yeah, it is. More common in France, Italy, and Spain, especially southern Spain, southern Italy. Less common up north, unless it's like close friends or family members.
So the visitor tip here from Roberta.
Extend a hand first. Just see what they do. Let the local lead.
Simple enough. Okay, now how does that compare to Latin America? Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Mexico.
Well, Roberta points out it's almost universal there, even with people you've just met, acquaintances.
Wow, so even more common than Latin Europe.
Seems like it in terms of initial greetings. And what about men kissing men there?
She says yes. Definitely in Argentina and Chile, usually just one kiss.
Okay.
And in Brazil, yeah, often between close friends.
But the key visitor tip?
Still the same, really. It's only accepted if the local initiates it.
Reciprocation, not initiation. Got it.
Exactly. Don't be the one to lean in first. Now, moving over to the Middle East, Turkey, Lebanon, UAE.
Hey, different set of norms again?
Very. Roberta details that men and women generally don't kiss in public unless they're close family.
Right. Much more public reserve between genders.
But men might kiss other men on both cheeks, especially for greetings or goodbyes.
Hmm.
And women often kiss each other. sometimes twice.
So the advice there.
Follow the lead. If you're unsure, stick to a handshake if appropriate, or just a verbal greeting. Better safe than sorry.
It's fascinating how these regions show such different approaches to formality and gender interaction, all tied up in cultural and sometimes religious values.
Absolutely. It's not just if people touch.
It's who touches whom and when. It says so much without words.
Totally. Okay, let's hop over to Northern Europe. UK, Scandinavia, Germany, the Netherlands.
Generally less kissy, right?
Much less.
Oh,
Roberta says women might kiss women, or men they know well, but men usually just shake hands.
standard handshake territory for men.
Oh, although the Netherlands is the exception, she knows.
Oh, yes. The 3 kisses.
Exactly. 3 alternating kisses, but only among friends and family.
Right.
So, for visitors there, a handshake is safest. Maybe a hug if you know them well.
Makes sense. And then Asia.
Big difference again. Asia,
Yeah.
Japan, China, Korea, India, Southeast Asia. Roberta says cheek kissing is rare. Often it's just inappropriate.
So greetings are more.
Bows, nods, handshakes. Much less physical contact in greetings generally.
It really makes you think about the underlying values, doesn't it? Physical closeness versus maybe respect shown through distance or formality.
Yeah. Some cultures see that closeness as warmth, community.
While others value personal space, clear boundaries, maybe showing respect that way, it really speaks volumes about intimacy in public.
So, okay. We've sort of figured out who kisses whom. Approximately
Uh-huh. The next minefield?
is how many kisses.
Yeah.
And crucially, which cheek do you start with? This is where I know I'd get confused.
Oh, me too. It's easy to end up nose to nose.
Roberta really emphasizes this, right? How these tiny details matter.
They really do. It's about showing respect, showing you've, paid attention. It smooths the interaction.
Right. It signals you care about their customs. Okay, so let's get specific. France.
Most common is 2, but it depends.
Depends on the region.
Yeah. Can be 3, even 4 kisses in some areas, and you usually start on the left cheek first.
Left cheek first in France. Got it. What about Spain?
Usually 2 kisses, but they tend to start on the right cheek first.
Ah, see? Already confusing.
It is. Then Italy, typically 2 kisses, like France, starting on the left cheek. But again, north versus south differences can pop up.
It's amazing how varied it can be even within one country.
It really shows how deep these unspoken social rules go, like down to the number of pecks and the direction. We don't realize how much communication happens before anyone even speaks.
It's wild.
Oh,
The
man.
Netherlands and Belgium.
Ah, they're consistent, according to Roberta. 3 kisses, starting on the left.
3 kisses, left start.
Yeah.
Okay. And Latin America.
Generally 1 or 2. Argentina, she says, is usually 1. Brazil can be 2 or sometimes even 3, depending on the region again.
So it's not just about doing a kiss.
I know.
It's the right number in the right direction. It's like a little dance you have to learn on the fly.
A very quick, potentially awkward dance if you get the steps wrong.
Okay, so context. Let's talk about when it's okay versus when it's definitely not.
Yeah.
Because context is everything.
Absolutely critical.
Roberta says it's fine when greeting or saying goodbye to friends, family, acquaintances, if you're in a culture where that's the norm.
Right. The baseline is this a kissing culture for this kind of relationship?
Yes. And also, okay in social settings, parties, dinners, especially if you see other people doing it.
Monkey see, monkey do, but maybe wait a second.
Yeah. And crucially, like we said, when a local initiates it, let them lead.
That's the golden rule, really, because it's not just about where you are geographically.
Right.
It's who you're with, what the setting is. A family dinner kiss in Paris is very different from a business meeting kiss in Paris.
Good point. One might be fine, the other.
Yeah.
Really not.
Exactly. Knowing those invisible lines is key to, well, not making a fool of yourself.
So when is it definitely not okay?
Well, professional or formal settings are usually a no-go, unless...
Unless the specific culture says otherwise. Like those French offices Roberta mentions, which is surprising.
It is a bit counterintuitive, yeah. Also, meeting someone for the very first time, probably avoid it if you're not in a culture where it's absolutely standard for introductions.
Makes sense. And the big one.
Between men and women in conservative or religious countries, unless they are a close family.
Yeah.
Big no-no otherwise.
Right. And finally, and this seems important, don't just randomly kiss strangers.
Please don't.
Roberta's clear. It's about familiarity. It's not flirting. It's not an invitation for anything more.
Absolutely not. It's a greeting, a sign of warmth within accepted boundaries.
Okay, so we know the who, how many, when. how do we actually avoid the awkwardness in the moment? Roberta gives some solid tips.
Yeah, practical advice is always good.
First, and we keep saying it because it's key, let the locals initiate.
Cannot stress that enough. It answers all your questions. Is this okay? How many kisses? Which side?
Exactly. Second tip, go for the air kiss.
Lips don't usually make contact.
Right. Your cheek touches theirs, maybe, but it's more sound effect than actual lip contact, though she does mention exceptions.
Argentina and parts of Italy, yeah, might be more actual contact. But air kiss is the safer default.
These tips aren't just about saving face, are they?
Not at all. They're about respect, showing you're considerate, making sure everyone's comfortable.
And the gender thing again. Women might find it easier to offer a kiss where it's common.
Generally, yeah. It's often seen as just friendly. Men need to be a bit more cautious, read the room.
Right. Latin Europe, Latin America, men kissing men happens. Northern Europe, North America. Handshake is king, unless you're really close pals.
Definitely. Okay, what else?
Third tip, watch your direction.
Nose collision avoidance technique.
Yes. Follow their lead. Even if your instinct, maybe your left-handed instinct like Roberta's, tells you otherwise, go where they're going.
Mirroring is key.
And finally, keep your hands light. A gentle touch on the shoulders or arms might be okay, part of the gesture.
But don't, grab on.
No clinging. It's all about being smooth, showing you get the unspoken rules.
Making everyone feel at ease.
So, beyond just the how-to, Roberta's piece pushes us to think about the why. What bigger cultural patterns do these greetings reveal?
Yeah, this is where it gets really interesting, the deeper stuff. It's not just that people touch or don't touch.
That's what that means.
Exactly. She touches on formality versus informality. Think about it. Cultures with quick, familiar greetings like kisses often signal a baseline of community expression.
Right, like we're all connected here.
Kind of. Whereas cultures defaulting to a handshake or a bow might be prioritizing respect, boundaries, maybe acknowledging hierarchy first before warmth.
That's a really neat way to frame it. An unspoken statement of values in that first second.
It really is. And then there's the touch level itself. Northern Europe, Asia, generally low touch, right? Personal space is highly valued.
Yeah.
Contrast that with Latin, Mediterranean cultures, typically high touch. Physical closeness signals warmth, connection. It's expected.
It tells you so much about how a society builds trust and connection just in that simple greeting.
It's fundamental. And it goes beyond kissing. Oh, and Roberta mentions another layer, too.
Which is?
That many greetings aren't just hello, they're words with actual deeper meanings. Blessings, wishes.
Like namaste.
Exactly. I bow to the divine in you. Or shalom for peace. Aloha, love, peace, compassion.
Wow. So they're embedding their philosophy right into the greeting.
Pretty much. It's culture packed into a single word or gesture.
Okay, so let's wrap this up with some overall traveler tips from the source. Good takeaways for anywhere.
Always useful.
First, match their style. If they bow, you bow back. If they kiss twice, you kiss twice. Don't improvise.
Resist the urge to add your own flair. Just mirror.
Second, handshakes. Use your right hand in Muslim-majority countries. Left hand can be seen as unclean. Important detail.
Very important. Easy mistake to make if you're not aware.
And third, when in absolute doubt, just smile and nod.
The universal signal of polite acknowledgement, can't really go wrong with that.
It's the ultimate safe play.
These tips, plus Roberta's detailed insights, really underline that just a little bit of prep, a little observation.
It goes a long way.
A really long way. It shows respect, helps you connect more authentically. You move from just being a tourist to being like an engaged traveler.
What a fascinating deep dive. It really shows how something seemingly so simple, a cheek kiss, is just this incredibly rich tapestry, full of history, social norms, personal connection. It's amazing how much cultural code is packed into that tiny moment.
It really is, and it makes you think, doesn't it? Considering how deeply ingrained these unwritten rules are, how might your own cultural habits for greeting, maybe even a lack of kissing, like that Anglo perspective Roberta shared, how might that shape how you perceive people from other places? Maybe even before you've exchanged a single word. What assumptions are baked into that first nonverbal interaction?